we talked about transactions last week, right? So how to analyze transaction, figure out everything your company done, what's the effect? So what's the reason, what's the result your company have? So we talked about that last week. Also, we analyze the transactions for first 3 transactions. Right now, today, we keep going to talk about other transactions. Even though you practice it this Monday, but I think you need more time to practice it because chapter 1 is the most important chapter for the whole year. So if you understand chapter 1, how to analyze transactions, other chapters will just use the same concept, same logic to do the same thing, okay? For different transactions. That's it. So that's why I will give you more time to understand it for the chapter 1. Okay, so let's look at transaction 4. So what happened for transaction 4? Remember, different colors is the key word. So when you try to find out what happened, find out the keyword. Because all the contents sometimes is too many. So find out the keyword is the most important thing. So right here, what happened? Your company is soft buy. So this is your company, soft buy. So your company, what did your company do? Receive the cash from customers, right? So the key word is you got the cash from customers. So receive the cash from customers. Okay, then why? What's the reason you can get the cash from customers? Because you did something, right? So what did you do? Service had performed. So your company performed the service. Okay, so perform the service means provide the service. Okay, so your company provided service. Provided service. So this is your reason. Because you did something, you provide the service. Okay? Then what's your result? You did something, you provide the service. That's why you got the cash from customers, right? So the result is you got the cash. So this is your result right here. Got the cash. From customer. Okay? So did you find out? Every time trying to find out the reason and result, focus on the keyword. So provided service, you did something, provided service, so you earn what? Provide service, sell the products, you earn revenues, right? So for this kind of situation, what kind of revenue it is? Anyone? Yeah, you are? Leah, okay, Leah. Don't forget to get your point. Leah, provide a service, so which accounting name we use? Service revenue, increase or decrease? Increase. Increase means incurred, happen. So you did something, so your service revenue incurred, happen. Accounting term we use is service revenue. Increase means incurred. Okay? Because of this reason, your result is got the cash. So which accounting name we use? Anyone? Quite simple. So want to answer? Yeah. What's your name? Tent. Tent? Okay, tent. You think? Essay. What kind of essay? We need a specific name. Cash. Increase or decrease? Increase. Okay? Got the cash. You got the cash. Of course, your cash increase, right? So we will say my cash increase. Okay? Another question. Remember, revenue increase. That will make your what kind of equity increase? And make your equity increase or decrease? Anyone? Revenue increase will affect which one? Increase or decrease? Remember? Retain earnings. So when your service revenue increase, that will affect your retained earnings. Increase or decrease? Increase or decrease? Increase, right? Okay. So may your retained earnings increase. Okay? Retained earnings increase. They will make your equity increase or decrease? Increase, right? Okay? Any questions? So that's how we analyze transactions to figure out what's going on in companies. So did you find out? For the whole sentence accounting, we just want to use two accounting names to describe the whole sentence. Okay? Any questions? Okay. Based on this, don't forget, we are going to use only one accounting equation. What's that? Asset is liability plus equity. So we use this only one accounting equation to write down the whole situation. So what's that? Your reason is you provide the service, right? So you earned service revenue. So that's right. Your service revenue here increase. That's your reason. Okay? Because of the reason, what's the result? You got the cash, right? So cash is your asset. So you got the cash. Cash increase. How much? $1,200. So this is your result. Okay? So we just put our reason and result into the accounting equation. And don't forget, service revenue, that will affect your retained earnings, right? So they will make your retained earnings increase. So that's why this reason will affect. Make your retained earnings increase. Okay, so this means your retained earnings increase. Any questions? No problem? Okay. If you don't have any questions, let's look at next one. So after we go through a few of transactions, I will give you the time to practice it. So next one, transaction 5. Again, who are you? You are the company. So who's the company? SoftBuy. So don't forget, you try to figure out SoftBuy is good apple or bad apple. So you try to figure out for your company, what did you do? You receive a bill. So what does it mean, a bill? 账单. A bill is the receipt, invoice. We use the document, the receipt, invoice, to ask customer pay the money. So you got a receipt, you got an invoice, you got a bill. So what does it mean? Someone asked you to pay the money. Okay, so bill is the invoice, receipt. Okay, to ask someone pay money. So like each month, you will get what? You will get the bill from cell phone company. So each month, cell phone company will send you the bill for what? Ask you to pay the money. So bill 账单 means you will get the bill to pay the money back. So they ask you to pay the money. So you receive the bill. You got a notice, ask you to pay the money. Okay? So receive the bill means ask you to pay the money. Okay? So did you pay? Did you pay the cash yet? Not yet. If you pay the cash, you will not get the bill, right? You get the bill means I didn't pay any money, so they asked me to pay. So you didn't pay the money. Then why you didn't pay the money? Okay? So ask you to pay, which means you didn't pay. Means you owed someone money. Okay? Then why you owe someone money? What happened? Here told you for advertising, 广告 marketing. So which means you ask advertising companies to promote your products. Because of that, you owe them money. So advertising here means marketing, 行销。广告。Okay, so means promote your product. Okay, so you ask advertising company to do something for you. Okay, so what happened? You ask advertising company to do something for you. Because of that, you owe them money. Okay, so what's the reason? What's the result? Reason is you ask someone to do something for you. Because of this reason, that's why you owe them money, because you didn't pay the money yet. So for the whole thing here is your reason. Because of this reason, that's why you owe them money. So this is your result. You owe them money. Okay? Any questions? No? So for the reason, which accounting name we use to describe it? You ask someone do something for you. So these kind of things incurred happen. Which accounting name we use? Asset, liability, equity, revenue, expenses, dividends. Which one? Anyone? You are? Sorry? Things, yeah. Okay. Asset, liability, equity, revenue, expenses, dividends. Expenses, okay? Expenses means you ask someone do something for you. Like what? You ask employees work for you. Then we will have salaries and wages, expenses incurred. Okay? So expenses means you did something. You ask someone did something for you. So you need to pay the money in the future. So this term we use, Cynthia. So this term we use is expenses. This kind of expenses incurred. Oh, sorry. Increase means incurred. Don't forget, we have so many different kind of expenses, right? So you should tell them expenses incurred because of advertising. So that's why we will put advertising in front of expense. Tell you what happened because of advertising. That's why we have expenses incurred. Any questions? So advertising expenses incurred means you ask them to do something for you. Because of that, you owe them money. So which accounting name we use? to describe you owe someone money? Anyone? You owe someone money with oral promise. You are first. You are Steve. Yeah, Steven. Steven, right? Accounts payable. You owe someone money with oral promise. So we use accounts payable. So what's the result? Your accounts payable liability increase. Okay? So did you find out? Whole sentence, we just want to use 2 accounting terms to tell you what happened. Advertising expenses increase. Because of that, I owe someone money because I didn't pay the money yet. Okay? Any questions? No problem? Okay, so based on that, we just put these 2 accounting terms into our accounting equation. So the accounting equation will be like this. Our only one accounting equation is asset is liability plus equity. So what's the reason? The reason is we ask someone did something for you. So your advertising expenses increase. This is your reason. Because of this reason, did you pay? No, you didn't pay. You got a bill. Got a bill means got a notice. Ask you to pay the money. That's why you didn't pay. So you owe someone money with oral promise. That's why your accounts payable, your liability increase. Okay? You owed money with oral promise. Okay? And don't forget, advertising expenses, they will affect your retained earnings. When your retained earnings increase or decrease? Decrease, right? So advertising expenses will affect your retained earnings decrease. Okay, so this means your retained earnings decrease. Okay? Any questions? Poor. Poor? Any questions? No? Okay. No problem. Then I just go to next one. Then I will give you time to practice it. So any questions so far? Please, this is the most important step we have for the whole year, because if you don't know how to analyze transactions, then for everything happen in the company, you don't know how to do it. Okay? No problem? Okay, next one. Here, what happened still about the bill? So did you find out? Bill. But the difference is, for transaction 5, you receive the bill, right? You receive the bill means you are asked to pay the money. You owe someone money from transaction 5. But transaction 6 is quite different. Is what? You send the bill to customers. So it means you ask customer pay the money back. So it's opposite situation. Here, the bill in transaction 6 means your company sent the bill to ask customer pay the money. Okay? Then why you send the bill to ask customer pay the money? Because you did something. So what did you do? You perform the service. So your company perform the service. Perform service for customer. Okay, so this is your reason. So what's your reason? Your reason is you provide the service. Providing service. Okay, so this is your reason. Okay, because of this reason, what's your result? Your result, you have two results in this case. What's your first result? Did you find out here? Receive the cash $1,500. So your first result is receive the cash $1,500. This is your first result. Okay? But is it enough? Of course not. Why not? You provide the service. How much money you ask for? $3,500, right? So you perform the service. You ask the money, $3,500 right here. Okay? So total service you ask $3,500. But what's the problem? The problem is you only got the cash $1,500. So what does it mean? Means customer still owe you money, right? How much? $2,000. Because they owe you money, $2,000. That's why you send the bill to ask them pay the money, because they still owe you money, right? Okay. So your first result, for your result 1, you got the cash $1,500. Okay? What's your second result right here? You send the bill because they didn't pay the money. So this is your second result. As for the $2,000. Okay? Because, everyone owe you money. It doesn't mean they will pay all the money back once, right? Sometimes they owe you $3,500. Maybe they just paid part of them. Others, they still owe you money. They will pay in the future, but not today. Okay? So did you find out? We have one reason, two results. So for the reason, provide the service, you earn revenues, right? This kind of revenue we call service revenue. So for your reason, which term we use? Service revenue. increase. How about for results? We have two results, right? First result, you got the cash. So which term we use? You got the cash. So your cash increase how much? $1,500. How about second result? Anyone? You are Carol. Yeah, Carol. Carol, for the second result, you send a bill to ask customer pay the money back. So which means customer owe you money. Which accounting term we use? Increase or decrease? Increase. Okay? So second result here means customer owe you money. So we use accounts receivable to describe customer owe you money $2,000. Okay, so accounts receivable increased $2,000, which means customer owed you money and will pay back in the future. Okay, any questions? Okay, so since you understand the reason and results, we just put these three accounting terms into accounting equation. So use accounting equation. Asset is liability plus equity. Use this. So what's your reason? The reason is you provide the service. Okay, so your service revenue increase $3,500. So this is your reason. Because of this reason, we got two results, right? So what's the first result? You got the cash. So the first result is you got the cash. How much? $1,500. This is your first result. What's the second result? Customer still owe you money. That's why our accounts receivable increase $2,000. This is your second result. Okay? Also, don't forget, revenue increase, we want to note its effect on your retained earnings, right? So its effect on your retained earnings affect your retained earnings increase. Okay, so this means retained earnings increase. $3,500. Okay, any questions? No problem? So did you find out? We use the same logic, same concept to analyze all the transactions the company have. Try to figure out what did they do. After they've done something, what's the effect they will have. If you don't have any questions, please give you time to practice. Go to your note of chapter 1. If you forgot, again, you could download the file from your portal. So go to your note on page 8 and 9. So please finish the transaction 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on your page 8. Okay, so don't go to transaction 5 yet. Don't. Start from 6. So discuss it with your classmate. Ask me questions. So practice it by yourself now. On page 8, practice transaction 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you done, you can take a break. If you still need a time, it's okay. Still take a break. Oh, wait a moment. Sorry, wait a moment. I need 5 minutes. 嗨，你好。我们给5分钟，给管院大使一下，好吗？